Hi, I'm Don Duga, and you're watching My Long Island on Files 1.
Well, we were doing a Seashore Safari, so we were teaching them all about local marine creatures that they find at the beach. Sea stars, hermit crabs, snails of different sorts, just a lot of local creatures that they often find on the beach and don't know anything about. So getting them to learn about them and find that they don't hurt them, that they're gentle creatures. What we try to do is foster an appreciation for the environment. By starting them at a young age and giving them these hands-on experiences, we're able to have them appreciate what's all around them all the time. Try to get them outside and into nature so that they'll want to protect what they see every day. Get them to learn about it and understand why we need such an important connection between them and their actions and keeping our Long Island habitats nice and clean and healthy. Later in the week we'll learn a little bit about marine pollution and how they can prevent it and things that they can do to keep the environment healthy and how that ties into the health of the animals and our natural resources. And even though we live on an island, you think all the kids have been to a beach or on a boat or have seen these things, and it's amazing how many kids have not had that experience. So they come to the center and all the time they had no clue that that sea star lives right on the rocks where they, went out to go fishing.
There's a lot of misconceptions about what kinds of animals actually live on Long Island, and they're actually a lot different than people may seem, so it's really important for them to learn, especially how to treat them. A lot of people think that a starfish is an actual fish, but in reality it's not even close to a fish. It's called an echinoderm, which is Latin for bumpy skin, and it's a creature entirely on its own. And it's in the same category as sea urchins, things like that, and they actually work and live and breathe a lot differently than a regular fish would.
Its eyes are right there, and and this is how big it can get up to. And these are its digging. It comes in a wave, it floats, then it falls into a bubble, then it digs under and back into the ocean. And to stay safe from predators like bluefish and the striper. We were learning about sea creatures, we learned about the hermit crab, starfish, oyster mussel, blue mussel, rib mussel, starfish, and some sea urchin, not a poisonous sea urchin. We learned that a clam has a hard, it starts as a little creature, plankton, then it grows up and makes the shell to protect it. Also, we learned that starfish have 1,000 tiny feet on the back of it, which can make it move. They taught me about different fish and what they do and how they eat. We made sand castles and we dug for hermit crabs. My favorite type of fish is fluke because it stays flat on the ground.
Pull, tight. All right, now pat it down. Make sure you get all the parts.
It's very fun to make the shirts because you get to use prints or white that are white, and so it's fun to do put crabs, rays, also dolphins and whales. Also, you get to do a flounder, a fluke, or a starfish you get to put on the back of it. So it's very fun.
So we have a couple different things in here. We also have mussels in the other tank.
And fish.
In the room in the back here, it's our touch tank room. So there are 2 large touch tanks, and everything in those the touch tanks the kids can touch and stick their hands in. Nothing bites or pinches or stings.
The males have the big fish, the punching bag, and the females have the scissor.
Is it alive?
Even I know when I was little, I was terrified of ocean cats. If I saw one in the water, I'd never go in. Actually, they can't bite. They're not even strong enough to grab onto people. So they really can't harm you at all. They are bottom feeders, so they only eat small things in the ocean. They occasionally eat fish if they can get it. But really, they're just safe animals who just really crawl around. That's really all they do.
You see the orange?
Yeah.
That's eggs. This is a girl. So make sure she gets back in the water, all right, okay?